Hello, my lovelies. Happy Monday. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend and are ready to get some work done. Hey, Melissa. Hello, hello, my dear. Hello. Wait, I am resetting the chat again, the chat box. Need to delete it before every stream and reinstall it because my computer's Schoolsy. Anyways, let me see. Hello, this is Melissa. I've been having a magical, productive day. I'm not sure why, but I'm going to ride this wave as long as I can. I like it. Yeah, I'm enjoying the quiet. Hello, my dear. Helena. Hello. How are you doing? Let me see. So, all the lovely people. I'm pondering. This Monday, I am pondering a little bit. I'm trying to decide if I should subscribe to Pro Writing Aid for the next month and go over the young adult series. No, the middle grade series. And see how they are faring as a standalone. Like, I cut the book up into 4 little books. And I was wondering if I should go over them with writing aid. And then potentially, prep them to be sent to an editor. So that is what it was planning. Also, potentially to break them up and kind of get. I actually already broken them up, but I kind of want to start working on them as 4 separate little small books. Because technically, then I have 4 smaller books ready for an editor. And I wouldn't mind start working on the, chapter headers, stuff like that. So I'm kind of following where the inspiration is. So I'm going to spend April, I think, working on the young adult series, trying to fix and plan the plot throughout all the 10 books so I can start potentially finishing each book and releasing it. So yeah, we have a lot of things planned. I have a lot of things, as usual, but because I'm kind of hoping by tackling each of the books as multiple books, things will be easier, hopefully. But yeah, my brain is kind of everywhere. We're trying to focus on this so I don't fall in the rabbit hole of thinking about everything else that's going on. Okay, so we're going to start the first sprint of the night. Of course, we're going to continue doing the 45-minute sprints because I am absolutely loving them. As I am working on trying to figure out what I'm going to do, considering the middle grade books, I am listening to Andy's new video, which is titled, he also changed his name, so he's published with Andy, and his new video is, I'm done with self-publishing, what am I doing instead? So very interesting video. I am listening to it as I am working. See what the boy is up to. Okay, we're gonna start the first sprint and I'm gonna start working. So guys, let's do this. Let's get productive and make some progress. Yes. See you in 45. Yeah. And we are back. How did you do? How did you do? I spent my sprint going kind of over the best strategy in doing like going over the middle grade series just to see how things are, where I am currently situated. Like right now, I am about to ask Chase, the AI, to be a critique the chapters of my middle grade book. As you probably know, I've done multiple drafts of this book series, and I'm asking him to critique the books, the smaller books, to see how they are and if they are ready for an editor or not. And I'm gonna see kind of what he says. So that is what I'm doing. So I am going over myself. I did run it through Pro Writing Aid, just the free version, because I kind of didn't want to spend money on Pro Writing Aid exactly right now. But yeah. Oh, YouTube didn't give you a notification more, Chuck? How rude. Anywaysies, how did you guys do? Let's read the comments. How did you? Hey, Miranda. Hey, Elena. Hey, Badger. Hey, Gwen. Let me see all the wonderful peoples. So, YouTube going crazy. Didn't get a notification. Rough day setting up. Oh, that sucks. Hopefully, we can cheer you up. Let me see. Working on Elena. Working on extended epilogue reader magnet. Ooh, exciting. Padded. Hello, hey everyone. Just coming out of the week-long flu and excited to write. Hope you're feeling 100% and you don't. Week. That sounds like a rough week. Glad you're feeling better. Let me see. It was a pretty rough one, not gonna lie. Understandable. Damn. Oof. Yeah, glad you are feeling better. Let me see. So, Morningstar 2 padded. My daughter had something last week, 2 hospital, and 1 doctor visit from the chaos. It was like a flu, dehydration, misdiagnosis, had a reaction to the medicine. Like, what? That's crazy. Let me see. Melissa finished project and took a break to get chips and salsa as a snack. I've been craving popcorn. Since the stream started, I've been craving popcorn like crazy. I have popcorn. I just finished dinner right before the stream, so I'm kind of reminding myself, you don't have to eat, but I want snacks. Yeah, I want popcorn. I'm thinking about heating my microwaving some popcorn because I can't stop thinking about it as I'm trying to edit. Just the ready-made ones with mild butter. You get some damn popcorn. Yes. But no, I don't have cheesy popcorn. I do not have one of those. If I was at the store earlier for my little sister, but I could have gone and bought myself pre-made cheesy popcorn, which is delicious, but I forgot. So I didn't realize I wanted popcorn until I got home. But I have some regular ones that has butter in the package, so I'm just gonna eat that. And hot popcorn, it just. Anyways, let me see. They did have popcorn stores. Don't think they are still around. Could be though. Yeah, we've never had like. So usually when we so here in Iceland, we don't have the same options of popcorn as you guys do in the States. Except maybe the different kind of popcorn that comes into Costco, which sometimes is crazy. We've sometimes, when we go to the States for a shopping trip or something, we will usually try different kinds of popcorn because me and my sisters and mom, we love popcorn, so especially my mother. So we will buy different kinds and just taste. So we're kind of just used to popcorn with butter. That's it. Or with a little like cheesy, like, it's not cheese, it's more like, I don't know. Yeah, yeah. We usually bring it back some kind of different tasting popcorn every time we come around the States. Every time. But Costco has been very good at bringing in different kinds of popcorn. I like caramel popcorn, I have discovered, but only in small amounts because the sugar will quickly overpower me. But I can bribe my mother, my wonderful mother, with popcorn. So if I have different types of delicious popcorn, she's like, I love you, daughter. I love you so much. Hello, daughter. Can I have some popcorn? Oh. Let me see, Miranda. I remember the flavored popcorn stores in the mall. All the flavors had extra buttercorn like almost every day. Yeah, it's crazy how many versions of popcorns people have made. It's just crazy. It is nuts. Let me see. Okay, we're gonna start the next sprint. I need to stand up. I'm gonna heat myself some popcorn because I've been stuck on the conversation of popcorn. And then I am going to start using let me see. Have you ever had the Chicago style popcorn? They mix cheddar cheese and caramel popcorn. It's better than it sounds. I never tasted that. I like I said, I've tasted pre-made like cheesy popcorn. There's an Icelandic company that sells pre-made popcorn, and it's usually salted or with cheesy popcorn. It is very good, but I have never tasted that. Let me see. And it sounds grotesque. I have unleashed the popcorn monster. Let me see. Let me see. Sorry, I'm finding it very entertaining that my obsession with popcorn, everybody's talking about it. I know I've tried with like strawberry chocolate something in Costco. Did not like that one, but the caramel one I did like. Kettle corn, all the popcorn. Okay, guys, now I need to make some popcorn. So if you see me munching, it's me eating the popcorn. If it gets annoying, just tell me to turn off the camera. Have you seen me munching on popcorn? Oh. Imagine I do it too. I just can overconsume popcorn before the movie's halfway through, and then my stomach is like, oh. Okay, now I need to start the sprint. Okay, guys. Well, you chat about popcorn, which I started. We're gonna start the next sprint. See you in 45. I'm gonna go do the thing. And we are back. How did you do? Popcorn is gone. I finished a whole bag of popcorn in one sitting. I know, Carla. Time moves fast when you're busy. So, I am listening to chapter 1 and of the middle grade story, and I'm trying to decide if I like it or not. if I polished it too much so it has lost its entertainment. I'm not sure. I am really not sure. So I'm trying to figure out. So, let me see. So yeah, I've listened to half of the chapter after running it through some tweaks, and I am trying to decide if I'm happy with it or not. I have to listen to the other half, and then I'm gonna start on doing the same thing to chapter 2 and see kind of where the book is at after that. So I'm also deciding, since I am doing turning my big books into smaller books, I am considering adding some world information about the world at the end of the book, just to kind of give people fun ideas about the world. But I need to write that and pick that and all that stuff to make the little series as entertaining as possible. So, yeah. Anywaysies. Oh, yeah. Hey, JK. Hey, Rachel. Lucy, I'm finishing my email contact to-do list. Ooh, well done, well done. Gwen, I'm chatting with my street team captain. Wonderful. Carla, how was that 45 minutes? I know. Let me see. Carla, book 3 of my Bear Shifter should be up on KU tomorrow. Just finished up the book blurb. I'm formatting now so I can post it. Well done. Yeah, I'm just here trying to decide what to do on my little book thing, because I'm still trying to decide if this is the right game plan for me to cut up the book into pieces. I turned one book into 4 little books. So I am polishing and tweaking, and hopefully it will be worth it. Hopefully smaller, more easy to digest books. Let me see. But yeah. And now I'm getting critiques. Yeah, actually, okay. This is why I love having a AI as a critique partner. They kind of just hit you with the facts, no matter if you want to hear it or not. And also, yeah, there are a few little things I might actually need to add in. Anyways, at least I have something to work with. I know what I need to fix in chapter 1 to make it even better. Because we're trying to make things amazing. Anyways, we have one more sprint to go before I call it quits for the night. I am going to hide this and I'm going to show this. Let me see. Imagine we have already been live for 2 hours. I've actually made decent progress. I'm going to try to get myself to pick a potential theme for a chapter header and a potential art ideas for each chapter of the book as I'm working on fixing the final tweaks to it. I think this will probably be the final time I actually tweak each of the books. So now I'm going to just do the final tweaks. Then it should be ready for an editor. I'm going to design some chapter headers, a chapter header for each chapter each time I finish the chapter. And as I'm rambling in circles, I know, I'm sorry. And then I definitely need to pick one illustration for each chapter. I want to have one illustration for each chapter because I'm designing the book in the way that the books I liked as a kid when I was trying to master reading as a dyslexic kid, struggling to read because I loved books, but I just had trouble reading them. So we're trying to make this as exciting for my younger brain as if I was trying to read this book. So that is what we're trying to do. So yeah, that is kind of where my brain is at. Let me see, Carol. I don't do pre-order at this point. I'm rapid releasing, so I throw them up every week or two at this point under TC Cardella. Ooh, I love it. I agree with Morning. Sorry, I love that name. Lucy Carla. It's my grandmother's name. It's my cousin's. As my cousin said today, she probably laugh and read them and share them with her friends. Oh. I try. Hopefully by having this work strategy, so each time I finish the chapters, doing the art thing, it won't feel as much pressure. I'm trying to take the pressure off. So like doing something different every time, like make things easier. Anyways, that is just my rambles. Let me see, Carla. That's like Davi Pilkis with his books. He writes for his 8-year-old. I love that. Like, I used to struggle. I was obsessed with fantasy and stories just from an early age. And I was the storyteller in my family when I was younger. My mom used to read stories to me as a child, and I used to tell my younger sister and relatives, nieces and nephews when I was younger. So when I started learning to read books, thanks to a wonderful tutor that I actually thank and blame and all the things for my love of books. We always used to pick books that had pretty chapter art and one picture per chapter, because I would kind of try to encourage, she would use the pictures to kind of motivate me to read towards the book, to the picture. And the picture would then give you a hint on what's going on. You would get more curious and you would want to read more. So we would try to finish a chapter. So hopefully that works. I am going to try to illustrate it myself. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to find a artist that can and use my illustration. Like, can you do like something like this? Okay, I want to see. I want to see the link. Ooh la la! There's a nice cover. Was it tease? Let me see. Carla, that is a nice cover. Ooh la la. I'm looking at Bound by Instinct, Wildstone, Bent, Bear Shifter, Romance. Ooh, I like. That's a very nice cover. Let me see all the other books. Some six pack. Don't mind if I do. Interesting. I like. We're not thirsty. Nah. Karo, nei. Við erum uppteknar. Like it. They're very pretty covers. Well freaking done. Very well done. I'm looking at all your covers. Oh la la. They're so sweet and adorable. And very schmexy someone. Well done. Okay. Wait. I'm trying to get myself into the habit of following authors that I know or get to know in my chat. So, Carla, I have followed you on Amazon. Any Amazon. Then I won't lose you. Okie dokies. We are going to start the final sprint of the night. Let's do that, shall we? I am going to potentially, okay, we're going to do the final sprint of the night. Final 45 minutes. I am going to listen to the rest of chapter 1, and then I'm going to follow the critique and fix his comments. I'm going to fix or look into the things that Chase said are issues or I need to fix. Well deserved, Carla. Well deserved. People, we should always tell people the truth. We like your covers. Yes, we do. Let me see. Good, like I followed. Let me see. Yeah, Morningstar is kind of the reason why I'm cutting the book up into chunks. She can. So if the books ever get popular, or I will always have to kind of. She can always claim credit. It's my idea, and I'm always like, yes, just yes. She told me to do it. I just follow. I just listen. It took me a while to say yes and okay, fine. It's an amazing idea. I should do that, but I did. I finally came to my senses, and also it will be cheaper to get edited, so in easier chunks. Okay. Oh, let me see. Carla, Tony, and Holly are such wonderful people. We totally love them. Tony mentored my son in art when my son was in high school. Ooh. Sorry, there it is. Let me see. Yeah, good mentors are so precious. They're so freaking precious. When you meet the right person that help you mold you in the best way or help you reach your highest potential, it's just such a wonderful thing. Like, I would probably not have as much passion for books if it wasn't for my tutor when I was younger. If she hadn't decided, because she decided that she was going to teach me how to read like she would teach a dyslexic person. I didn't get diagnosed until I was
16, and I was just one of the the teachers decided I was stupid. But she like, no, you are not stupid. You just need better, different ways of learning. And I'm like, so I she and my mom, if I ever win an award because you can't read, they are going to be the two people that I'm going to be the first two people I will thank. Wouldn't be reading without them. Let me see. Carla, Spider was organizing one big tomb. They split it up into 5 books to make it easier to read for kids who struggle with reading. Yeah, I don't know why I was so obsessed with having big books. Potentially because I used to read. I used to like obsess over Narnia books and Lord of the Rings, mainly audiobooks, but still. But it also has such wonderful potential, which I had to have help seeing. As much as I love the books, and I follow Tony, the creator I follow the creator of Spiderwick because he's an amazing artist. So why didn't just give in sooner? Let's see. So I like the first book. I have 5 books, and I know the first book was cut into 4 books. No, the first book was I got help like cutting it up. So the first book ended up in 4 parts. I haven't looked into the second book, how many books that they are, but if I keep on being able to cut them into 3 to 4 books, I will have quite a few books after I finish book 4. Yeah. Yeah, Marisa, and I was so happy for that, Carla. To the woods, my kids and I read books together. Aww. Rachel, sometimes LARP is intimidating for kids, especially with ADHD. Exactly, because you need shorter content kind of to help them focus. Understandable. Let me see. Gwen, I took the Chronicles of Narnia out so many times. My school library gave me a set when she was cleaning out the library. Oh, that is so adorable. Yeah, I used to, of course, I had to read things in smaller chunks. I had a lot of, I was very lucky that I was offered a library card to a audio library for people with reading disabilities and stuff like that. So I got that very young, thanks to my teacher. And I read the Narnia book, or listened to the Narnia books through there. Absolutely love them. Probably would not have survived Lord of the Rings otherwise, or Narnia, but still, just love them. I used to actually also favor small books. I don't know why I didn't figure out doing it sooner, because I used to favor small books. Like my favorite book when I was learning to read is this book here. This book is actually in Icelandic, and there are 100 illustrations in these books, and this is actually a collection. So it's from C. Nijiti Roteman. Let me see. So this author, I read a bunch of his books when I was learning to read as a kid, because obviously they had pictures on every page. For my little brain, it was just pure pleasure and love. I need to get the rest of the books. I'm so determined on getting the rest of the books. I just have to. I'm not sure if I want to buy them all in Icelandic or English, but I am definitely going to try to get the rest of them. Because why not? Or the books by Beatrix Potter. I actually have the collection here behind me, which was given to me by one of my best friends. But okay, we need to do the final sprint. We've been streaming for 2 hours and 6 minutes. We're going to do the final push. I am going to continue working on this chapter and see if I can improve it so it's even better. So, how about we do that, shall we? Okie dokies. So let's do it. See you in 45 for the final push of the night. Let's do this. And we're back from the final sprint of the night. I got inspired. So I have written down, I'm reading over, again, the chapter 1. And I am writing down some illustration ideas for the chapter and some header ideas. I'm also decided that I'm gonna add both footnotes and some fun information at the end, like end of the book bonus section. So each book is gonna have a bonus section and some fun, entertaining footnotes, which I had already. Anyway, I'm just gonna tweak them a little bit. So, for the things that I had to delete because it didn't fit with the flow, I'm gonna add those little things to footnotes. So when I'm being super funny, it's in the footnotes, and people can choose to read it or not. And also all the information I want to add to the world, I'm gonna add it to the bonus section. That way I can keep the content. It just doesn't have to be exactly in the story. So yeah, so if kids are interested, or the people are interested, they can, bonus section, okay? Ooh, and then go back. Yeah, I have a little comedy, parts in the book, which I had to delete in one of my latest drafts, and I kind of need to add it again or do again. So I'm doing that to the chapter because I'm trying to finish each of the chapters, because the book only has 15 chapters, the first mini book. So I only have to do this 15 times. And yeah, quite pleased. So I'm very entertained. And by having a bonus section, I can definitely add a lot of the world building I added to that I wrote for the book series. I can actually add it to the books themselves, so people can actually enjoy all the information I created around the books. So I think that will be very exciting. Let me see. So, okay, Melissa, anyone here a fan of the show 30 Rocks, and 2 know the show well enough to remember their game? I have no idea. I know I don't remember. I remember watching the series. I just don't remember a lot from it. Let's see, I found a friend who knew the 30 Rock reference I was making. No need for anyone to like lol. Okay. Let me see. Morningstar writing, editing away. Well done, Melissa. Today I gotten a lot of work done on tedious projects that keep getting pushed off. Feels good to get them done. Congratulations, my dear. Congratulations. It's always good to get rid of some tedious projects. Why am I getting a work email or work message 11:30? Oh my god. Oh, okay, no. I take it back. I just got a work email which was sent at 3 p.m. today. It's 11:30 and I just got it, which is nuts. I'm actually just getting very slow electronics. Basically, I get a lot of emails and messages from work regarding some specific things concerning the textile department, because I'm usually the one that makes tutorials, figures out how to fix and do some certain things within the textile, like curtains, fabrics, like electronics connecting to curtains and textiles. And I'm usually the one that is asked, how does this work? Do we have this? I'm also the only section only person that collects or doesn't throw away extra components. Like if we have to throw something away, I will take every spare part and put it in my little corner. I have a corner with extra parts. So I usually have a collection. Usually. People are both happy with it and annoyed by it. So I usually get quite a bit of emails like, do you have this thing? Do you know what this is? How does that work? So yeah. Anyways, but the work system, work software we're using is extremely slow. Weird. I've even taken care of the specific question I was asked right now. I've already answered the same thing answered the customer this mail is about. So a little late, but okay. Well. Yeah, it's super weird how long it took. Let me see, Carla. I'm doing my final proof reading. Ooh la la. Well done. Okay, let me see. We've been streaming for 3 hours. We've been streaming 3 hours. It is 11:30. Because I've been there with the company for 12 years. So because I kind of like my section, so I kind of never move from my section because I like it. I'm very good at this. I'm kind of considered the expert in this section. So it's automated, like, let's talk to the person that has survived the longest in this section. People don't tend to last that long in the textile department. It's considered too much work, too much hassle, too much brain power, and so people just end up giving up. So it's like, that's gonna be easy. We're just gonna be sitting around and being lazy, and then they come into my section and they're like, "This is so much work." Yeah, it's knowledge you kind of gain from having to answer a lot of the same questions again and again. It's like, a lot of the information is a kind of like common sense in a way. Like if you helped your mom or your grandma do certain things around the house, if they were a handy person, like things that people that like figuring things out themselves learn to do. So if you're a person that likes to figure things out, you most likely know a lot of the information I know. But for those that do not want to learn, just want to have a fix for that moment, then of course you probably won't know what it is. It does sound like British comedy. Let me see. Like rerun before Doctor Who for a while. Ooh. I don't know, because my brain just is trying to get to sleep. Textile. May I serve you? Oh! Actually, I need Google. Yeah, are you being served? Yeah, I think I found it. Let me see. Have I seen this? I think I remember those episodes. Actually, yeah, I think I know what series you're talking about. Didn't watch a lot of those though. Anyways, let me see. The misadvertised retail shop is how it's described. Oh my lord. I kinda need to watch some episodes and see if I remember. Let me see. I need to look into them and see if I can remember. I recognize the photos, but I can't remember the contents. Iceland Wonder Show. Yeah, I think I'll just stick to writing and illustrating, so I think I'll just stick to that. I'm not sure. So basically the Icelandic version of it, so it would not be, are you being served? That's kind of the bad translation of exactly that sentence. The Icelandic question would be, get ég aðstoða þig? Can I service you? Get ég aðstoða þig? Eða, or verið að aðstoða þig? Is someone assisting you? Verið að aðstoða þig? Or just simply, can I be at assist? Get ég... Yeah, þjónusta is... I think most kids of this of the new generation would just look at you like, eh? Give you þjónusta. Yeah, it's kind of, so the modern word is more, can I get ég aðstoða þig? Yes. Einhver að aðstoða? Is someone servicing you or assisting you? Yeah. So usually, so like for me example, when I'm helping a customer that is non-Icelandic or doesn't speak Icelandic, if they don't speak a lot of English and I have to translate from my language to their language, I will usually translate my words from English to their language. Because usually the English translations to whatever language you're speaking, let's say Arabic. If I would translate Icelandic to, let's say, Arabic, there's a likelihood there will be a major misunderstanding. Major. But from English to, let's say, Arabic, that would be less likely to be a misunderstanding. So I tend to use English quite a bit at work, to the point where I have been asked, do you speak Icelandic? I'm like, já, hvernig get ég aðstoð? How long have you been in the country? Like, all my life. I'm born here. It's like, so when I originally was trying to do a rough translation because when I first started translating my book, I had an issue with visualizing the text in my head because I automatically thought Icelandic to English. So I had to translate, using Google, translate the book first to Danish, then to English. Because Danish and Norwegian are very similar to Icelandic and they are further along in software development at the time. And then I would take that translation and I would then do my translation using that as a kind of a cane, like a support cane, to be very sure that I was kind of sticking to the correct translation. The random things we talk about on this channel. Yeah, a base. Something just to rely on when I'm translating. I don't need to do that anymore. Thank goodness, because that was a chore. That was a chore. But yeah, it was kind of. Let me see. I'm like in the contest though, a French person would understand what you were getting at though. Yeah. So for most people, if you say things like little, if you talk to the older generation that speaks English pretty well, most of the time we will figure out what you're talking about. Even though the worlds maybe not are kind of misaligned, it's most of the people that have trouble understanding words if it's not clear are people that are just not used to talking to people, like people that don't understand either English or Icelandic. Like, then age kind of doesn't matter. I have more. I run into that problem more with the younger generation, but that's mainly because they haven't been used. They're not used to the service industry. And not used to having kind of to troubleshoot and figure out what people are saying or auto-translate what people are talking about. When I used to be fluent in German too. Ooh, really? I tried to learn German. I struggle. I'm decently good at German and Duolingo, but outside of Duolingo, no. See, Carla, I was fluent in German for a long time. I haven't used it for a bit, so I'm rusty. I took Hebrew. Ooh, in Hebrew class. And I answered the questions in German, and the teacher responded in German. Hey, many languages, and you kind of start mixing them up. I think that's very understandable. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not going about German. But that was 20 years ago. It's Carla, of course. I tried to learn Dutch before going to Amsterdam a few years ago. Every time I spoke Dutch, the service people would laugh and respond to German. Oh, that is still adorable. Like, we do appreciate when you try. Even if it's just saying "Góðan daginn," but a good day. Most people that I know love that you try. Even if we will automatically switch to English if you speak English. We will automatically... It's actually annoying for people trying to learn Icelandic how easily Icelanders will switch to English. It is annoying. But we will automatically switch just to practice our own English. Let me see... Melissa, French-speaking Swiss woman told me I had a slight German accent when I was speaking French. I took that as a compliment because Germans are known for being good at learning languages. I will have to take your word on that because most Germans, besides the Germans we have in our chat, so I think the most skilled English-speaking Germans I've had the pleasure of talking to are usually in these writing streams. Most Germans I've met in real life, most of them don't speak very good English. But every time I meet a German in this chat, on YouTube, on the writing chats, I'm like, I must be very wrong. But it's usually very matured Germans. I was trying to not be insulting. Matured Germans, like old school Germans, that are kind of like, why should I? Those kind of guys, but guys and girls. But we also have that in Iceland, so. Let me see, Carla. My oldest son speaks 17 languages at last count. Damn! I would love to speak 17 languages. Damn! That's a lot. But I think also I think when you kind of get the hang of it, it's probably easy for him to kind of switch between. Oh, that is so cool. When my dad learned Russian after he was fluent in German, his teacher told him he spoke Russian with a German accent. The German accent just sticks, it seems. Melissa. Well, in France and Switzerland, at least, they culturally consider German as being good at languages. Maybe that's not true in all Europe. But maybe I just got considering the most Germans I've met are tourists. And tourists don't always speak the language that helps them navigate. So don't take my word for it. Yeah, all the Germans I've heard the pleasure of talking to in the chat have been spoken wonderful English. Very understandable, and even do the same thing like, I'm sorry, I don't speak good English. And we're like, dude. Yeah, I would love to speak more languages. Like, I should technically speak 3. I can read Danish. I can't speak it anymore. I've completely forgotten the Danish language, but I can kind of read it. I can kind of read Danish and Norwegian. But considering how long it's been since the last time, I need to start reading them again just to kind of maintain my vocabulary. Let me see. The funniest was that when he worked as support staff in middle school, the kids would say something in their own language and he would turn around and respond to them. I freaking love that. Let me see. It's brave for people to even try interacting in a second language. Yeah, I admire people too. When you don't have to be perfect, just that you're trying. It's such it just shows you that you care when you try. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to know a lot. But just saying hello and thank you in that language is, in my book at least, enough. Even though it has got me in trouble when I thank people in Spanish and the person like, you speak Spanish? Espanol? I'm like, no, the words. It's usually the Spanish speaker get very excited about. I'm like, no, I don't speak it. I know how to be polite, nothing else. But yeah, if we could just know all the languages, it would be so nice. It would be so nice. I would love to know more languages, but I really need to figure out the best tool for me to learn the languages. Actually, I might need to ask. I might need to do research if there's a better app than Duolingo for me to learn, because I would love to learn more languages. Just why not? Okay, I need to start prepping for bed. There's an hour until I'm supposed to go to bed, so I need to start prepping. I'm going to try to do some meditation to calm my brain, to get it ready for bed. When I come to Iceland someday, please help me practice in the polite things to say, H.K. I promise, Melissa, I freaking promise. And I will demand that my Icelandic peeps help you speak polite Icelandic. We will not teach you rude words. At least I won't. At least I will tell you if I teach you bad words. Anyways, thank you so much, darlings, for the stream. This evening has been very productive and motivating. I'm a little inspired. It's been a long time since I've been inspired by this middle grade series. It's been a pain in my behind, and now I'm inspired finally. So guys, have a wonderful weekend. I will see you guys on Wednesday. I've scheduled the streams so they're officially up. So anyways, have a wonderful evening. See you later. Be kind to yourselves and see you on